Shalom family, this is Saran and I'm a core member here at Bethlehem Messianic Congregation. This week's Brit Hadashah meditation is taken from Matthew 5:23-30. As I meditated on these verses from Matthew, I realized that this discourse is an excerpt from what the Christian community calls the Sermon on the Mount, which records the Beatitudes. The Catholic Encyclopedia lists 8 Beatitudes or blessings by Yeshua as taken from verses 3 to 11 of Matthew chapter 5. These teachings are often seen by the church as opposing Jewish law and the establishing of a new and different religion. But was that what Yeshua was actually doing? Where have we seen a leader list out blessings in the Bible before? If you guessed Moses in chapter 28 of Deuteronomy, you're correct. In Deuteronomy 28, 1-2, Moshe tells the children of Israel, if you listen closely to what Adonai your God says, observing and obeying all his mitzvot, which I am giving you today, Adonai your God will raise you high above all the nations on earth, and all the following blessings will be yours in abundance, if you will do what Adonai your God says. Then from verse 3 to 13, Moses lists out all the blessings they will receive for obeying Adonai's laws or mitzvot. Since we've already learned that Yeshua is the shepherd, like Moshe, that Adonai promised to raise up from the midst of the people, it makes sense that Matthew would have seen this connection between Moshe's discourse and Yeshua's. Yeshua himself had this to say after he listed the blessings in Matthew 5. In verses 17 to 19, he says, don't think that I have come to abolish the Torah or the prophets. I have come not to abolish, but to complete. Yes, indeed. I tell you that until heaven and earth pass away, not so much as a yod or a stroke will pass from the Torah. Not until everything that must happen has happened. So whoever disobeys the least of these mitzvot and teaches others to do so will be called least in the kingdom of heaven, but whoever obeys them and so teaches will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So in light of this, when I looked at today's portion, I see that Yeshua is highlighting the Torah and interpreting it so as to make it more clear, applicable, and relevant for those hearing him that day. He emphasizes that sin originates in the heart and mind long before it is evident in our actions. In essence, writing the Torah on our hearts, as Adonai promised to do in Jeremiah 32, 31, and 33. Here, the days are coming, says Adonai, when I will make a new covenant, Brit Hadashah, with the house of Israel and with the house of Yehudah. For this is the covenant I will make with the house of Israel after those days, says Adonai. I will put my Torah within them and write it on their hearts. I will be their God and they will be my people. How wonderful is that? Shalom and Shavuot Tov.